expression. Freedom of expression is what you...
I'm putting someone else also on. I'm going to put in Sushant on. One point before Sushant comes in is that you will be interested, viewers, young people are most turned against him. Young people. So, this has been passed off as saying that, uncles and aunties won't understand our loose language, our loose attitude. Young people support us, but today young people are against people like Ranveer Allahbadia and this kind of trash. Second point is unsubscribing is a mass action which has followed. His half-hearted apology comes after 2.5 million people leave him. Why is YouTube allowing this right now? Why is YouTube, which has a strict policy, allowing it? And most importantly, one more point is that he's basically saying, this is not funny, he's saying, if I pay you 2 crore rupees, and he says this to a man, I'm not against homosexuality. I'm not saying if he wants to be a homosexual, he can't. But if he's saying to a man that I will pay you 2 crore rupees to have homosexual relations with me, he's basically saying on the mass medium that I will pay money for sex. And I'm sorry, this is not funny. INB ministry had cracked down against roadies too for vulgar content. This is 10 times worse. Tomorrow, these people, Sushant, will talk about pedophilia and rape also. If we don't draw the line here, if we say this is funny, comedy, then I think we will, tomorrow there'll be rape humor as well. Sushant.
So, Arnab, look, let me make a couple of things clear. I am not a free speech actually. Okay, I think this whole concept of free speech in societies like India works up to a point, but there are red lines, and clearly red line was breached yesterday. Now what, and I follow the guy, I don't look at his podcasts, they don't work for me, but from whatever I've seen, because things went viral, it was, number one, it was plagiarized content. His question itself was a plagiarized one. It was perverted, it was obscene, it was vulgar, it was disgusting. You can use whatever adjective you want to use, and I'm completely on board with that. But my problem now is twofold. One, for every goddamn stupid remark or every obscene remark which is heard, is the only punishment we are going to do is throw the book at them and throw them in jail. Because there are some people actually demanding hang them. Now, maybe that's a little too extreme, but there has to be a way of handling situations like this. That is my first point. I understand the outrage because it was vile and disgusting. So there's no two ways about it. Okay. Secondly, on this whole question of obscenity, Arnab, this is a question which has dogged us for donkey's years. For example, when you go to the OTT platforms, suddenly you see the use of language. Now that language is used on the streets of India. Okay. But you see the use of that language in OTT serials, some very highly regarded OTT serials. Where are you going to start drawing the line? At what point of time do you say, I'm going to draw the line? A lady before me was talking about, there are some ribald jokes which people say, that's kind of okay. It might be okay for her, it might not be okay for 50 other people. And what is the lines which you draw? Now, in this particular case, we all knew. It's like pornography, that, pornography when you see it. So this was
Yogita.
utterly wild.
The video pops out.
Say that
video pops out. Do you think you have a choice? Your kids are having the phone for their studies, and this video will pop out.
I'm just saying that
there has to be, there has to be some regulation. You can't just give it a benefit of doubt. Okay.
Oh, you do your own podcast then, yeah.
It can't be a mistake. It is his thought process. This is what he's thinking, which is coming out. And I'm so sorry to say there is no regulatory body.
No,
people like get to get awards from our Prime Minister. People like Ekta Kapoor, who runs Alt Balaji. It's the ugliest platform where she promotes rape culture every single day. She gets Padam Shri. She has produced a movie, Kitne Cool Hai Hum, or what, all rubbish. The same stuff was shown there. She gets Padam Shri. And this is the country. We need a censor body which is not like our censor body, which is so kind of frivolous. We need a strong body to control OTTs. It is directly linking to promoting rape culture. I can vouch for
Arnab,
it
she
because I
can't
work
wait her
with making
turn.
my
Okay,
work.
no. So let me tell you this. No, not triggered her. She's angry.
Maybe she should start her own podcast and she would do well in that.
Yeah,
Because
why
she's
not?
so opinionated.
I don't
Yeah,
need
you listen to the other guy and then you say your stuff. I am talking, you're interrupting me.
I don't need your suggestion. I do run my awareness campaigns to prevent sexual violence. And every time I do my discussions, this is the first, people give me first suggestion is to ban these kind of content because this content directly promotes rape culture, directly, not even indirectly. The figures have gone up after Animal movie, how much domestic violence has gone up, sexual violence has gone up. You will never get into the research. You don't know what actually happens on the grassroots level. These are influencers. They do influence. Understand that what is the meaning of influencer? He has following. There was another YouTuber, young girl. She was teaching, how to be a pedophile, how to rape a child. She was not even arrested. What kind of governing bodies we have? Government should ban these kind of platforms overnight, or they need a licensing. And their YouTube should be cancelled forever. That's the only lesson they will learn once they are hit for the commercials. Otherwise, they are not going to learn the lesson.
I think their business should be brought down. Only then they'll understand.